Namaste. I have a lot of things in my mind that I want to share. I found out a friend and fellow colleague practitioner made their transition. And the sadness and the anger and all of those things that go with grief and the process of grief has been heavy on my heart this morning. He was a beautiful man, always giving, always smiling, and yet we know he had his demons too, as we all do, because none of us are perfect, not a damn one. And it's a constant reminder when I lose someone in my life to reach out to those who are important. And yet I realize it's been over a year since we've spoken because of the pandemic. I have to do better. We have to learn to say the things that are important to the people that are around us every single day. My son's a grown man, he's 32, and I send him a text message. I love you, son, have a good day. We need to be kinder to ourselves and kinder to those around us. And quite frankly, I am sick to death of seeing shit everywhere. It's everywhere. Our politicians, most of them are working for themselves. They don't give two craps about us. People are off on tangents. Oh, because you don't believe this way or that way, you're going to hell. Newsflash, I think we're all living in hell right now. And yet there is so much beauty and so much joy and so much opportunity, so many opportunities. But we get weighed down. We get weighed down by life. We get weighed down by the BS. Some days I feel like we're all a bunch of puppets. Yes, I'll just do what you say. Bullshit. We need to do for ourselves first and foremost, because if we don't take care of ourselves, our mental health, our bodies, if we don't take care of our families, how can we take care of anyone else? And we can't give away what we don't have. So I beg you to find what works for you. You don't have to do it my way. I just share things that work for me. In the last 35 years, I have studied, I have gone to more workshops, I have done crazier things in my life that proved to myself my abilities, that gave me the tools to grow, to be the best that I can be. And yet I know I have my flaws. I've worked on myself for the last, I don't know how many years. I've been single for 22 years I've been single. I was celibate for 19 years, and then I started dating someone that I thought I knew because I knew him from my youth. But what he was presenting and what I was remembering created havoc in a very short amount of time, thank God, because I'd done the work. I'd been in abuse, verbally, mentally, physically. Yes, it was in my youth, but I did the work to work past those things, to forgive those situations, to look at my part in that so that I could grow and move on. We have so many weird things going on in the world. I mean, we just all got sucked into two celebrities and the chaos. And I watched every freaking day. I watched because I wanted to hear with my own ears. I wanted to process through the knowledge that I have in the areas and the expertises that I have to make my decision. This man won, and yet mainstream media sees it fit to continue to show this other person that did the wrongs, that is not taking responsibility. If we all could take responsibility for our part in our mistakes, none of us is perfect, and that's okay. I think our life lesson here is to learn how to be the best that we can be. For me, that's through love. Through the sadness of losing a friend, I am once again reminded to continue to do my work, to continue to share my words of encouragement, to continue to use the gifts that I've been given to help those that want help. My life's mission statement is to empower myself, to empower you, to empower yourself. All these classes and workshops and extensive crazy things that I've gone and done in my life have all brought me to this place. And so I share my knowledge. If someone needs prayer, all they need to do is ask. If someone is suffering physically and ask for Reiki, I am there. Yes, I have clients that pay me, but I also help those who don't have. And so I help them become a better person so that they can manifest that abundance in their life. What goes on in here has a lot to do with what we're producing out here. Thoughts are things. The words we say matter. The people, our tribe, matters. We have to remove ourselves from toxicity. And yet everywhere where we look in our country, there is toxicity. Even within their own political groups, there's toxicity. And ridiculous statements being made. And I hear some of these things and go, what the literal fuck? Yes, I'm a spiritual woman, but you know what? Sometimes that's the word that describes it the best. I'm so tired of people judging each other. And I'm sure I'll get judged for this because I don't follow your book. That book was written by man and rewritten and rewritten and rewritten. So it has evolved. And if you're going to believe that book, then please believe all of it. But no, some are smart and take discernment and say, well, wait a minute, I'm not so sure about that. And so we use several important documents, several books, because that's not the only one that was written. And we use our psychic abilities, and we use our heart chakras, and we feel. And we need to be better for ourselves. First and foremost, for me, I have to be the best damn me I am for me. because I can't give away what I don't have. There are so many people that are out in the world talking their stuff, and then all of a sudden you find out the truth behind them. I followed a man. I went to several seminars of this man. I believed. The reason I believed is he gave me the tools. I did the work. He didn't do anything but give me those tools. But unfortunately, there were people there that were saying, oh, it was you that did the work for me. And his head got too big. And people ended up dying. And he ended up going to jail. And I was one of the people that wrote to him over that time. Are there books you would like? How are you? He was humble. I truly thought he had learned. And now it's years later and he's back to doing the same thing. And so then I question my judgment. Was he really a con man the whole time? But then I say, nope, that's his path. It is not for me to judge him. Did I learn from those experiences? Abso-fucking-lutely. It's amazing what death of a friend can bring up to you, and how we start to recognize the important things in life, and how we start to recognize that we need to do better. I'm a spiritual woman, not a religious one. I'm a Reiki master. I've been a licensed spiritual practitioner for 22 years. I've done my work and continue to do my work. And in that continuing, I'm also teaching. The teacher and the student are one and the same. Most don't know where to start. Ask. That's the first thing you have to do, is ask. If you don't believe in prayer, if you don't believe in a higher self, if you don't believe in God, if you don't believe in spiritual guides, even if you're an atheist, if you're having shit in your life and you don't know what to do, simply stand and say, fucking show me the way. That will bring about something. You will have a shift. Listen, we're sitting on a fucking rock in this massive universe, and we think we're the most intelligent beings in the universe? What a joke. I'm sure there's others out there that are going, Jesus, can you see? No wonder they don't come visit us. Fucking I'd fly right by too. We need to have that spiritual shift. Many years ago, I was at a seminar. I used to go every year. It was on the beach in Northern California. It was amazing. It was like adult summer camp. And we always had great speakers. One year we had Wayne Dyer. One year we had Greg Braden. And he was a scientist. And that's why I got into the philosophy that I did, because it looked at spirituality scientifically. I have a logical mind. Listen, I'm a bookkeeper and accounting as my regular job, 9 to 5. And the other side of me is my spirituality and my healing modalities and my all of that side of me. So I use both sides. But the scientist part, that was something my logical mind could grasp. And he was sharing a story about taking an atom and splitting it. And they sent 1/2 miles away this way, 1/2 that way. And then someone stimulated the one on this side, and the one on this side reacted. They were connected. Even though they were separated, they were still connected. And that is my belief, that we are all connected. Each and every one of us. Assholes and highly spiritual people. We're all one. We all have the ability to be standing in the light or being a jackass. And sometimes we teeter between the two. But if we live in the peaceful, kind, loving space, it comes from love. Love is the answer. When we can live in that space of love and have gratitude for everything. I am grateful for the misery that I've gone through because it got my ass in, lit a fire under my butt and got me out of that because I knew I was better. I knew I deserved better. I knew. And so I share. A couple weeks ago, my prayer partner, someone I pray with every day, we send a prayer to one another. And this morning's was hard because we're both in grief from loss of our friend. But she said, "What is it you want to do?" I want to share my gifts and my knowledge with the world. I want to continue to learn so that I can share that with the world. So that you may hear this message and say, yeah, I get it. I want to grow. I want to be a better me. Love is the answer. Love. I've got love everywhere. That says love. You are loved. I've got a heart up there. Love. It's the answer. And then people look at me and go, yeah, but you're single. What's that got to do with anything? I have great frickin' friendships. Honestly, I think I'm single because I scare the hell out of men. They don't know what to do with me. Because I come from a space of love. So thank you for listening to my meandering, crazy thoughts. If anyone is still making it to this point, I'd be surprised. Most are in the fear, and they stay living in the fear. The comfort of the fear is more to them. It's safer to them than the unknown. We stay in fear because we know what that is. We know what that looks like. If we make change and take a step in a different direction, we don't know the outcome. And that's uncomfortable. Go for the uncomfortable. I swear to you, it is worth it. I swear to you, all the things that you want in life can be manifested. And there's areas in my life that I go, well, how come this isn't like, okay, let's use, I'm single. Why is that? Well, obviously, that's something within me. You know, I've had people go, oh, it's because she's a redhead. She's a hothead because she's got red hair. Stupidity. Can I be a hothead? Of course, we all can. That's not where I try to have my existence. But you better well know that if I see some injustice happening and someone acting like a fool in public, I will say, excuse me, not today. We are all God's children. We are all connected. We are all one. And so we have to hold a space of love for the craziness. Hold a space of love for the violence. Hold a space for love for women, for indigenous people, for colored, for children. We're all connected. So if I hold the light within myself for everyone else, that's raising the vibration. If we all took 5 minutes in the morning and just sat in gratitude, what am I grateful for this morning? Before I even get out of bed, what am I grateful for? Send a blessing to my husband, wife, significant other, my children, my friends, my tribe. If I do that, it sets my day up. So that when I get a message that I've lost a friend today, I have the tools to continue going on with my day and do the things that I need to get done. And then making the time to remember him and the fun times that we had and his laughter and how he was always there to step up and help when we needed help. Give those that you love today a hug. If you haven't talked to someone in a long time that's important to you, call them, send an email, a text. Calling is preferred because I think when you hear the emotion in voice, that's an important thing. We've become a text society. We need that human connection. I hope each and every one of you have a blessed day today. I hope each and every one of you heard something that resonated. I hope that you choose the road less traveled. Step into the fear. Walk through the fear. If you need help, there are those of us out here to help you. Choose your tribe wisely. Have a great village when you're raising your children. Be kind today to everyone. And if you see injustice, speak up. I love you all. Namaste.